Hi everybody, welcome back, Power Rangers. Feed the Beasts with me, Sid. Well, let myself back into the focus on the Minecraft there, and that's finished, so we can just shut that. I was just getting rid of a whole load of gravel, flintifying it, so to speak. Anyway, today's the day. We're going to get on and get our quarry in place. Built the tesseracts last time, as well as the quarry, crafting tables. I've also now made the machines, pipes, and some minium stones ready. I really do need to get a mob farm going at some point because I need to be able to get more of these minium shards of minium. The one thing we didn't make was a world anchor, so we're going to quickly craft one of those, and then we'll get this quarry underway. So, in addition to crafting the remaining bits and pieces, I've done a few bits on the server in between episodes, which I'll show you briefly once we've got this lot done. There we go, one world anchor, and I think I'm going to stick it here, because I can. This particular building here sits in the nice inner chunk, so it will keep all of this area loaded. So let's grab our stuff. Gonna need all of this. Just dig that out of the way off my hotbar. In fact, we'll take one of those ready, and the first thing we're going to want to do is to pipe everything into the drop box to go into the sorting system. So we'll stick our tesseract there, and we will call this, I'll put this on device 101. We'll call it, let's delete item test, shall we? And we'll call this quarry, and set it and add it. Oops. Now, the other thing we need to do with this is to make sure that it is private. So we'll lock it down, and we want it in receive only mode. Okay, so that's out of there. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is stick a redstone engine in. Oh, that's handy, there's a redstone torch already in place. So if I stick a wooden transport tube in here, and stick the redstone engine behind it, that should be all set to receive. We don't need that with us, so we can leave that. I've also crafted an electric jetpack while we were between episodes. As I said, when I was crafting the nano armour, I ultimately want to make the advanced nano armour, but for the time being I'm quite happy to do this. And I've also built a wizard's tower just to do some magical experimentation up there. Not the Thorncraft, I'm intending to have a look at the Xeno's Reliquary expansion, and that's where I'm probably going to do a lot of that. And we'll break out for a brief time lapse now just to show you how that was built. Okay, so that was the tower, and the other thing that I've created is over here is my mine area. This is where I'm going to quarry. I am going to quarry predominantly underground, but I thought it'd be nice to think so. Let's just fly down here. Whoop, not quite the same as doing this in creative mode, is it? Okay. I believe if I do that, I've got hover mode on. That's better. Okay. So here is our mining facility or quarry facility. So let's get down here and Tuscon things. No, no probs. Recording myself at the Mo. Hopefully that will quiet things down. Now I've cleared out this area already. One of the things that I don't like with quarries is the initial Can you attach a chest to a carpenter? Probably. Well, okay. Right, so this is the initial area I'm intending to cut out. As I say, one of the things I don't like with quarries is that they do tend to the bit that they chop out at the top is lost. So one of the things I've started doing when I do a quarry is to dig out the area that I'm going to actually quarry out. That serves two functions. One is I get the ores that are in a large chunk of it, not all of it, because obviously it's going to go up 3 here, so I am going to miss various bits. And but it also means that it does hollow the starting area out faster. So what I want to do is I want to quarry this area here. So I'm going to start off by putting down my place markers. So I'll check. Yep, that's fine there. And jump over here. That's fine. I'm going to have to knock that one out though, because I've just realised that that's not quite in the right place. So we'll chop that one out there, get that back in place, and just go and link those back up again. So with that in place, the next thing to do is to pop down my quarry, and that should have, if we look there, that's going to keep 9 chunks loaded, which is fine. So just clear myself a bit of space out around the quarry to put my Stirling engines in. And one underneath. Okay, so Stirling engines in next. And we'll just knock that bit out there. Right, and what I didn't bring was any wood. Great. And it's dark out. Okay, so while we're waiting for night to vanish, we'll start setting up the piping system. So we'll have I probably need a torch up here rather than there, because that's going to clash a bit. And we'll get the wooden pipe here, followed by some stone piping. Do bring that out this way. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do here is stick in a diamond transport pipe. out, make sure we don't get any unwelcome visitors. And then we're back to stone. So this is going to be the output for cobblestone. So cobblestone is going to come... Did I just pick up the iron? Yes, I did. Oh, no, I don't. Cobblestone is going to come down in the black into a... Where's the auto crafting table gone? There. Into the top of the auto crafting. Is it the top? I can never... No, it wants to come into the side. The crafting tables are brilliant, but they're also more than a little bit complex when can be a little bit more than complicated when it comes to wiring them up. So when that comes in, that's going to need a minium stone in its recipe slot, and if I stick that in there, we'll see that that's now got flint as its output. So we can then take a wooden transport pipe out of the top and back to stone. I really should have brought some cobblestone with transport pipes with me as well, but there we go. And at stone we will then bring in our second crafting table, and here we're going to stick in a minium stone. I'll stick the second one in. I think it's probably more, in fact it's more likely that I'll need that in the first one. And what we'll do is we'll take 4 flints out of there and stick those into here. And that will create our clay output. So again, well, no, that's not going to work. Okay, not a problem. Just going to have to bounce around with the pipes a little bit. And if I'd have thought about this, what I really should have done was bring in some cobblestone transport as well as stone transport pipes. And then finally, this will come out into the last automatic crafting table, and that is going to use the clay balls to make a block of clay. And I've made the same mistake again there. Not a problem. Where are you? Automatic crafting table. 4 clay balls will make a block of clay, which will output to... Now here is where we want to get... So if I put the tesseract there, bring... I start off with an iron transport pipe, bring a stone transport pipe in like that, and also like that. Then all of that will go through, so we can take that, we can select that one, we want the access to be private and we want it to be send only. So what I should probably do is just run around here if they haven't despawned, which they may have done. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'll live without those items. Sounds still quite busy up there. So what have we got left? Redstone engines. One there. One there. And one there. So the only thing we need now is those levers. And like I say, I forgot to bring some wood. I'm just going to go out and get some, I think. Yeah, right. Oh, angry zombie. clear the area a bit. Go away. All I want is a bit of wood. Not a lot to ask for. There we go. Bit of wood. Oh, God. Why are you bugging me? Goddamn mobs. Well, they say I'm trying to record here. No professionalism, I tell you. Okay, that should give us enough wood to deal with that. So, I'll just clear that out. Are you following me down? Better not. Okay, so, bit of cobble. Have I got cobble? No. So I'll make a couple of planks. That's enough of those. I just need to go and grab some cobble. Fortunately, I'm surrounded by it. And let's have a bunch of levers. Okay. Ah, that's the sound we like to hear. Mobs dying. Now, of course, the other thing I didn't bring with me was fuel, like an idiot. Okay. Well, that's clearly working. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break off, head back to the base, grab some fuel for these engines and continue on once we've done that. Okay, right, I've been back, I've emptied my pack of crap, and also I just need to remember to put that minium stone back in the first crafting table, but I picked up some coke coal, so we'll have that minium stone in as well, and let's get these bad boys with some fuel in them. Still didn't quite bring enough, like an idiot. Oh, I can sort that out off screen, off camera, so to speak. Okay, so what we should be seeing now is the laser should be doing its thing up here, digging out this 20 by 20 area. Now the other thing I'm going to want is a water source down here, so we'll go and sort that out while we're waiting for that to dig out. Fortunately, we're not short of water in this area. And the reason for the water source is quite fairly simple. And that is, to put it quite simply, lava. A quarry can't mine lava, so the easiest and quickest way to deal with this is to the top of the quarry put in some water source blocks, and they'll spread out, and eventually you end up with the water going down, turns it to obsidian as soon as it's encountered, which the quarry can actually mine. I actually find it easy to do this while the actual quarry is being initiated, so to speak. So let me out. What on earth is going on there? Okay, well, that was interesting. Okay, so that's the water in place. Now the quarry should be doing its thing up there. Easiest way to find out is just to dig up. It's probably working from one of these far corners. Let's try and work out where it's working from too. Far side probably then. Yep. So you can see there it's chopping out the top section. And once it's done that, it'll then start on the next layer and so on and so forth until it's hollowed this area out, and it is running pretty quickly. So yeah, the quarry's just about up and running now. So what we're going to do is we'll just break out for a second while and let this run through. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, well, as you can see, this is nearly done now. I also realised while that was doing that I'd made a slight cock up with my design, and that was that I was taking the cobble out of here, but I was pumping the dirt and gravel through the tesseract, which I don't want to do. So I've diverted that off into two separate barrels, using a couple of diamond pipes, and the barrels there, they should be more than big enough for that now. Most of the light's now gone out in here, but we can see the frame is building. This shouldn't take too long, and the coke coal is running pretty well there. So that should keep us running for a while till I can refuel it. Now ultimately, one of the things I want to do in addition to the item tesseract is also to use a energy tesseract and redstone conduits, and then we can just power that directly using power base back from the main base back over there. Now that's got several advantages, but the first thing we're going to need to do is to generate some power, and for that I am intending to play with combustion engines. I found a rather nice source of oil close by, so again, using liquid tesseracts we can start piping that back, and off we go. Now, yep, they're in place, and that's the quarry just about to start running. So, and here we go. So you should see the water is doing what I would expect the water to do. Cobble is chuntering up there. So we'll just check this out, see how it goes, and then we'll head back and check that the opposite end is receiving okay. Now, I've also powered the world anchor at the far end as well, stuck some ender pearls in there. The quarry itself functions as a world anchor, so we don't need to worry about this bit staying loaded. All we need to do is just keep this lot fueled. And this thing will just tunnel straight down to bedrock. Yep, so we're starting to see flint coming out now. Stick my cobble in. The flint should be going into here. And out of there we should be seeing some clay balls, and they will ultimately get piped back. Now we should also see some cyclorium crystals coming up here soon. Yep, there they go. So they should go direct to the other end. Yep, we're getting more. 2. And there's number... Come up. Waiting for you. Clay ball. and a stack of clay, and that all seems to be working fine. Now the only thing we just need to make sure is that the crystals go the right way, which I believe they will. Fairly confident dirt is going to run that way. So, the quarry's up and running. Let's head back to the ranch and... Right. Oh, I love this jetpack. It just means we can so ignore the mobs. And in hover mode, whilst it does seem a little bit slow to climb, it is a damn sight easier to control. So let's go and check the back end of oh. The far side of this, here we go. So we should be seeing... Well, just watch that chest for a while. And hopefully we'll see some stuff enter the system. At least a clay block of clay, if nothing else, in the not too. In fact, that should already be in there. I have, as I say, I've put some ender pearls in there, so that's got 48 hours worth of juice in it. The other thing I did off camera was I popped this chest in, which is basically for receiving the ores, which I will process those later. Now, is there anything in this piping system? Anybody see anything in this piping system? Has it already got in there? Nothing. This is the only fun bit, of course, is now just waiting to find out whether the actual system is working at all. Device inactive. Oh. Interesting. Okay, bear with me a second. I'm going to go and see what's going on with this. Okay, that's now working. For some reason the frequency at this end had been disconnected, so I popped over and changed it. And I have seen some items starting to come through the system. I don't know whether they've got down this far yet. There you go. So that looks like some coal and maybe a bit of flint there. There's a clay block, so that's come out of the manufacturing facility side of things. So yeah, that's all working, and all we have to do is keep our eye on the fuel there. Okay, so let me just go and deal with these interlopers, and we can just have a very quick mention of what we plan to do next time. Ha, missed. Anybody else? There is a creep around here somewhere. Where is he? There. Swiny little. Yeah. Okay, so my plans for the next time are to build some liquid tesseracts, which are pretty much the same as the item tesseracts. I've got quite a lot of molten ender left in the system. And over here we have, once I get over there, you can see there's one oil plume sticking up, and there is one here, and I believe, if I remember rightly, where is it? There was a second one. Hang on. Must remember I've got this. one down there. So I'm going to manufacture a pump, get that pumping into a liquid tesseract, and then we're going to build some tanks over here to receive the oil and a refinery to start refining it into fuel. Then the plan is to push that through a combustion engine into some redstone storage, and they then use that to use an energy tesseract to get that out to our facilities such as the quarry. So, yep, that's my plans for certainly the next phase of building. And on that note, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.